Hi guys, what's up? It's Bo Nose, and I'm actually coming to you guys. Hmm, it's Urban Chit-Chat. I hope you guys had a wonderful 2021, and I hope you're stepping into this new year of 2022 with class, graciousness, and manifesting everything that you want from the universe. Remember that. Manifest, ask, believe, and you shall receive. So, why not? How not a better way to start off the new year but dropping a video? And this year I'm gonna try to stay a man of my words and continuously dropping content for you guys. So let's get into it. So why not a better way than to just come to you guys with new content, right? So this year I'm gonna actually call the content chit chatting instead of story times. I think we'll just chit chat. I don't want to bite anybody's, style. I just want to be authentic and creative on my own means. So, without further ado, won't you guys go ahead, if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. While you're already hitting buttons, hit that like button. While you're already using your fingers, go ahead and comment something down there. Engage a little. And hey, share. Sharing is caring. So, without further ado, let's get down to some chit chat. So, I had some things I wanted to talk to you about, but I'm feeling like I don't want to talk about that right now. I'd rather just go into a little tangent, you know, talk about different things, which I don't know what I want to do. But I think I talk about some stuff that's real and what's going on. I just want to just relay a couple of messages, drop some sauce for all you people out there that's living and going through everything that we're going through in this great world, this great nation today. And that's what living life, striving, goals, trying to be better. And that's what I think I do. Trying to be a better person. Okay? Well, that's what we're talking about today. Being better. Well, there's only one important key to being better. And I learned this some years ago. I just never implied it, into my life to be better. But in order to be better and grow, you have to go by these steps. Follow this philosophy. As I know better, I do better. Meaning, let me break it down for you, a little bit of layman's terms. If you learn something on Monday, apply what you learned on Monday into your life starting Tuesday. And don't just apply it on Tuesday. Keep applying it Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, every day. Because as you know better, you'll do better. And that's one thing that I am now constantly applying to my own life. I always knew it, but I never used it. But as you know better, you do better. And now, I'm just trying to do better. Go to a different place, go to a different state of being. And in order to go to a different state, you have to imply change within your life. And we all want to go different places. We all want to accomplish things. We all want to do better. So, with that being said, we have to do better once we learn better techniques. We all of us as human beings, black and brown people, yellow, cream colored people, whatever color you are, I can only speak from within my community. Um, we're we're molded into this little ball. This ball is us, this person. So our parents, our grandparents, you know, our aunts, our uncles, they mold us into this ideal of what has been molded into them. And over the times, it's a cycle. But the cycle rarely changes. We implement things in our lives sometimes that are outdated. We bring forth traditions and beliefs that no longer have value in the current setting. So, with that being said, we have to adjust. We have to adjust what's been instilled in us into what we see now. We have to. Not saying that your grandparents, your parents, your ancestors, they didn't know what they were talking about, but times has changed. Times are changing. They will continue to change. And with change, we have to change. We can't live with the same ideologies of 60 years ago. Because 60 years ago, we wouldn't even able to, drink out of the same water fountain as our counterparts. So that's how big a change time is. So we can't, live with that. We can't. Our ancestors probably were taught that they were less than, or they had to respect the opposite race just because they were the opposite race. So if that was instilled in you, and you're still living with that ideology or that mentality, that's kind of shame on you, because you're not less than anybody because of the color of your skin. You're not less than anybody because of anything. We all are equal. The size of our pockets may not be equal, but we all are equal as a person. So, as you know better, you do better. You implement traditions and behaviors into your family and your life that's going to work for you and your situations. I mean, put it in the scrapbook. If you liked it so much from your ancestors and you feel like, hey, this is what it is, put it in your scrapbook. You can't no longer live that way, but you can document it and say, I don't want to lose this part of my culture or my family history. I can't live that way anymore, but I still want to document it to let us know where we came from. Make a scrapbook. But we can't continue to live with things that was instilled in us. We have to find our own beliefs. We have to find the things in life that motivates us. But because if we continue to live in yesterday, we'll keep getting yesterday's results. And we can't get yesterday's results and expect to excel in today's time. It's just not going to work. So, with that being said, we have to modify ourselves. We have to modify our lives. We have to be the change that we want to see. And it all starts with us. It all starts with us. Because as you know better, you do better. And that's just what I'm walking into my everyday, not just 2022, because I was walking into it in 2021. But every day I get stronger with it. Every day I try to know better so I can do better the next day, in the next week, in the next year. So I challenge you, urban chit chatters. We're having this chit chat right now about being better. I challenge you to actually be better. I challenge you to go out there and challenge yourself. Something that was instilled in you that you don't feel is carrying the weight or getting you where you need to get in this era, in this time. And I challenge you to go back to the drawing board and reevaluate it, add some tweaks to it, implement things that will help you, your family, implement them things into your family. You know, um, you have to implement, keep the things that are good, like Sunday dinners, everybody getting around the table on Sundays. That's something to keep. I wouldn't get rid of that, but the things that's been instilled in you that's going to hinder you, so we need to adjust that. We need to become our own person. We have to do the work and then it'll change. That's how you become a better person. That's how you become better in the game. First, you change yourself. And with changing yourself, that change is going to transcend into your environment, your household, your kids, your spouse, your siblings, your parents. The change will transcend into them because they'll see the change. And then you can go within your neighborhood. So you have to first work within yourself. Go to the drawing board. See what you need to tweak. See what you need not to tweak. It all starts with you. And if you don't do the work, it'll never be done. Because I believe what we don't accomplish or what we don't do, we can't blame it on anybody else. We can't blame it on the system. We can't blame it on our parents. We can't blame it on the man. We're our own worst critics. And we are. Because we're the person that's putting ourselves down before anybody else can. We're the person that's in our ear saying, you're not going to pass that test. You're not going to get that job. You're not going to get that contract. You're not going to get that gig. You're not pretty enough. You're not sexy enough. You're not light enough. You're not dark enough. You're not masculine enough. Your hair's not long enough. We're the person that's saying that in our head before we can even act on the things that we want to do. So we, like I say, us, we have to do the work. We have to change that narrative around and believe a little bit more in ourselves. Stop beating ourselves down so much. Implement the change within ourselves that we want to see for ourselves. And until we can implement the change that we want to see for ourselves, there will be no change. You have to change your surroundings. You can't leave it up to the politicians. You can't leave it up to your parents. You can't leave it up to your kids. You, me, and you We have to change. We have to be the change. Until we be the change, until we start changing, there won't be any change. So being better starts with us. And, that's basically all I have to say. I want all of us to be better. We all can be better. We all can excel on every level. There's enough excelling out there for everybody to get around at excelling. There's enough food out there for everybody to eat until they're full and then take home to go plates. There's enough out there for everybody to eat multiple times to feed their families, to feed their communities. But we have to want to feed our families. We have to want to feed ourselves first. Because if you're not full, you're not thinking. You can't go out and feed anybody if you're not full from within. So that's how I'm going to start my 2022, and the first lesson is being better, being a better person, being the better you. Because all of us urban chit-chatters, all of us, we can be better than what we are. We can continuously be better than the person we are. I am greater than who I was yesterday. And I will be greater the day after tomorrow than who I was tomorrow. Every day, it's up to you to be a greater version of yourself. It's up to you to continue to evolve. It's up to you to do these things. So you do these things. You do the work. You be the change. As you know better, do better. And I'm going to leave on that note for this 2022. And I would love to come back with you guys and drop, more jewels. That's what I want to do. I want to continuously drop jewels. I want to have some dialogue. I want to talk. I'm going to continuously be in your face in this 2022 year. It's time for me to, excuse me, my voice. It's time for me to do better, as I know better. And I know that I have to do what I have to do. So a part of me doing what I have to do is getting in front of this camera and giving these kind of messages out. So you guys can do better. Just tips and tools and jewels of life. That's all. The tips and tools and jewels of life. So, with that being said, I'm going to leave you guys on this good Sunday. And if you haven't already subscribed, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And while you're at it and you're already using your finger, hit that like button. And while your fingers are already moving, why don't you go ahead and comment something down there. And hey, sharing is caring. So, share. And peace.